Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to the farm here. Just putting the old milk truck, water truck away here. I took it down into the field to water our cows, as I promised I would do soon. And I love the look of that truck. And no, I don't know how to shut that. It just seems to be open. But anyways, thanks so much for checking out another video. We've been really having a lot of fun. I've been having a lot of fun with this playthrough, with this series. Not 100% sure what jobs we want to do next. One of the things I had talked about earlier was maybe putting in a collection point for manure, and then it occurred to me that these free range cow pastures don't have a place for straw for bedding. So really, the only thing we can get with these is the milk. We can't get slurry, I don't believe. What I did think about trying was maybe putting in a slurry pit just to see. Um, we do have the resources, so maybe we'll try that. Something like down here. I believe that's under, yeah, something like this. 65,000 is a lot, but if I put it um, like over here, I don't know if it has to be a certain proximity to the animals or if it would work here. But I guess the big question is, like, if I put it down here between the two, would it draw on both of them? I feel like that would be a really cool option if it worked, but I don't know if that is gonna be the answer for us. Okay, so about 66,000 to put it down here. I don't know. I don't know if that's worth doing, or if we should just say heck with it and use purchased fertilizer, and we can use slurry from the other cow cow barn. I mean, what I like about putting this in is, we can't just magically have a farm where there's no, like, if I put this here, will it get both of them? Because I feel like that's perfect, putting it back here. You know what? I think we just go for it and see how it works. If it doesn't work, we missed out on, the money. But if it does work, it could be a really cool feature and part of the farm. So I don't think we have to turn this on like a production. I think it's just going to start accepting it. If it works, it works. And if it doesn't, I guess it's just a fancy decoration. So, all right. I think what we might do here is take a little ride in the truck over to the other farm, just to sort of survey things. If you didn't happen to watch the last episode, I can, or the finishing the job. I'm not sure, the order of this might be a little bit cattywampus, and I apologize for that. But what I'm thinking about doing here is putting a road in either down here across the middle, because this kind of feels like a natural, not too steep. We could just bring the road kind of right in through here, right up above the barn, and straight down to this farmyard. That feels natural to me. But the other thing I thought about was, the house is barely in our property, but maybe we could bring the road up along here. But I think since I'm going to be coming from our main farm across here, it makes sense to go across the middle we don't want to bring this little top field too much further close to the house. I need to get rid of these when I plow it up. But you know, maybe we bring the upper field down another 4, 5, 6 rows, and that could still be a decent sized field. So we'll have this little chunker up here, and then this is going to be our huge field. This will be the biggest field pretty much on the farm, I think. If we look at, oops, sorry about that. If we look on the map here, you can actually see like that's a bigger field than I remember. We can always extend this one out. Maybe we make this a little neater. We could square it up a little bit. Um, that's the lower field. I think the reason I curved it like that though was because the cows, even though the pens are up here, I did bring the fence down a bit. So but we could always fiddle around with that one. But up here, we're talking about a huge piece of ground. So we could certainly do some raking. At some point, I'm going to have to do some raking. And I was thinking maybe we get like a full forage wagon load of grass for these cows. Down there's where you get the slurry from this one. But I was also thinking we could empty the hay bales in the other barn. Oh yeah, I don't know if I showed this when I built last week, but this is a really nice barn, and I'm not 100% sure what I want to put in it yet. Potentially a load of hay bales or even grass bales for these cows. So now that I thought about where we want to put this road in, and see, doesn't that just feel natural? I don't know how much lower we want to bring it. Maybe we just kind of curve it somewhat along here. But I think I'll do 2 more rows on this field. And then we can, then we can put the road in. So I know my original pitch for this idea was that it was going to be the neighbor's farm, and it is the neighbor's farm, but you know, in FS you can't automate something like that. You can't just have an NPC. One thing I could do is mostly hire the workout on this section to make it kind of feel like it's the neighbor, but then we would be paying for it, which would be weird. So I don't know how you guys feel about it. I'm happy to work the ground and not really lose sleep over it. Is that down? No. Now it's down. Should have switched tractors. I like this tractor, but not always the best tractor for the job. Oops. So when I said, 5 or 6 rows, I forgot that this thing is 3 rows wide. So it's 2 swaths with this mower, which ends up being kind of 6. That works for me. All right. Oops. Let's actually turn it off. There's so much equipment over here now. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and put the road in then, now that we're fairly... Whoa, what? Now that we're fairly sure this is where we want it. We want painting. Not asphalt, not concrete. Where's gravel? Gravel? Oh, here we go, gravel. And we want a little bit bigger. We want to change it to, I thought that was changed. No? There we go. That's probably a little bit too big. Let's go. Yeah, there we go. I'm going to bring it along here like this. And then I mean, we can literally see where I've been driving, like the place that a road makes the most sense. Okay, now this we want to try to get a nice little natural curve so it doesn't feel forced. Okay. Then maybe we find like a little bit of this muddy gravel kind of thing here along the sides. Oops, might be a little much there. Okay. Alright, so feels like might be a little high there in the middle, huh? Feels a little too much like a meadow that should be beaten down a little more. Oh well. So it doesn't quite make sense to take this home. I guess we could take the truck back home. We don't want to take this home because we're going to need to bring the rake over and rake up grass at some point. I don't know if that makes sense to do in this episode or not. There's so much to do though, right? Even when I do finishing the job, I think they need a tree. You guys feel that? I think they need a tree here. Let's give them a tree or two. Landscaping trees. We want to give them an elm. Maybe an elm tree right there. And then, do we have any maple? Dogwoods. Shagbark hickory. Okay. An old shagbark hickory. We have an old shagbark hickory right there. Okay. That feels good. Oh yeah, I was gonna put a washer right here, you know, the pipe one from 19. And then I downloaded one and look at this. It's just like that. It just works like the chainsaw, which I thought was pretty cool. Would I want to use this to rake with? Maybe not. We have so much to do. It's crazy. I don't really know what order to do things in. But I think what I might spend a little bit of time doing right now is unloading some of this, because this is a lot of hay and I don't want to do it all in one sitting or standing or working. Alright, so we have to figure this out. Unload bales. Why? Unload bales here. Okay. Okay. Will it let me get on the wagon? Okay, perfect. Okay. I know that there are some mods for like elevators and stuff. I had one of these in FS19 that let you it would just unload the whole stack. It would just plop it wherever you put it, which was really cool, but also it didn't really have this element to it. Can I push these? Sometimes it'll let you kind of push a bunch of them. Wonder how many, if these are 600 liters each, I wonder how much this is. It probably actually told me and I just forgot. It's got to be every bit 100 bales, right? Alright, like I said, I'm not going to do this the whole time because I don't want, you know, I want variety in each episode. So I'll do another dozen or so and then we will probably take the H and the rake over to start working on raking up the grass. Because I do want to top off the beef cows. We got the dairy cows are good on food right now. So I'd like to top off the beef cows. We only have 10 beef cows, so it's not going to be a ton of food, but enough that I have to do it. Oh, whoa. Physics. Woo, 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 woo. Alright, here we go. Let's do that one. There's some funky stacking going on here. That one. And get these ones over onto the pile. And I don't know at what point that's going to start impacting graphics and stuff. Maybe we put this. I don't remember if I said it in the last episode, but I think that big field across the road over by the beef cows, I may do as a cornfield. Even though we don't use corn in this for dairy cow feed in this game. Uh-oh. No. Come on now. You gotta let me out. And then I overcompensated the other way. Come on. Stuff like this makes me just not even want to park things properly. Okay. Just like I meant to do it. Here we go. On our way. Maybe we'll do the little field up top first. Hello? Okay. Sorry. I looked over at my audio levels and it was completely blank. So I was like, what the heck? but we're good. We are Gucci, as the kids say. Couple jobs are perfect for this tractor. Raking, I think, is perfect for it, and spraying. We need the horsepower for some of the other jobs. We need the bigger tractors, but I like this. Feels comfortable. I'm gonna have to start. This tractor's fine on fuel, but I'm gonna have to start paying attention to fuel for some of the other ones because we've done quite a bit. We're only a month in, but we've done quite a bit. I'm actually getting kind of eager to try out the combine. We've had it sitting in the yard pretty much since I started the series, and we have yet to use it. So I think that'll be fun. Just putzing along, tootling along. Oh. This is the part about this game that I feel like I can't get friends and family to fully understand. That it's just so relaxing to get out here, putting along with an old tractor, but I'm not actually out farming and dealing with all the difficulties of real life farming. It's like playing a hunting game and then you don't have to gut the deer, you know? Play a farming game, have the fun and adventure of farming without the hard work. Look at this. It's beautiful. I love it. Listen to that old engine. As real as it gets, my friends. As real as the video game version can get. Alrighty. I think I'm going to leave this one here. I will probably do more of this as a finishing the job in a little bit. But I hope you enjoyed the episode. Thanks so much for watching. My name is Bluebelly, and I play simulation games, including on this channel, Farming Simulator. Bye for now.